is tipped, and there you are. You're running for your life. You're a shooting star. In all the years, no one knows just how hard you worked, but now it shows. In one shining moment, it's all on the line. In one shining moment, they're frozen in time. But time is short and the road is long. In the blinking of an eye, that moment's gone. And when it's done, win or lose, you always did your best. 'Cause inside you knew that in one shining moment you reached deep inside. One shining moment you knew you were alive. Feel the beat of your heart. Feel the wind in your face. It's more than a contest. It's more than a race. And when it's done, win or lose, you always did your best. 'Cause inside you knew in one shining moment you reached for the sky. In one shining moment you knew, yeah. In one shining moment you're willing to try. In one shining moment you knew. One shining moment. The ball is tipped, and there you are. You're running for your life. You're a shooting star. In all the years, no one knows just how hard you worked, but now it shows. In one shining moment, it's all on the line. In one shining moment, they're frozen.
Welcome back to Super League. The Sport Guy. Now, the Sport Guy is your nickname, but if you're a player, what would you have as your nickname?
And the road is long. In the blinking of an eye, that moment's gone. And when it's done,
I'm going to end it.
I'm going to end.
I feel it. I feel it.
you always did your best. 'Cause inside you knew that in one shining moment
March Madness time. Sorry about the technical difficulty there. Still stuck on the selection show from last night. Hope you all enjoyed that selection show. We're underway here. March Madness Round 1, West Region in Portland. In the booth with me, Zach Assured Fame. Zach, how you doing?
I'm doing well, brother. Excited for this matchup, man. How are you today?
I'm doing well, man. Had a great selection show last night. We're all excited for March Madness. Should be really fun. This game should be really good, man. Ohio State, Gonzaga, what are you looking for?
Yeah, I'm looking to see which team can be more consistent. We've seen flashes from both throughout the year, but no one really, putting it all together at the right time.
Yeah, we'll see. I know that Ohio State's been working on that game plan as Fauché hits a three right out of the gate for Ohio State. I know both teams have been working on their game plans hard, so we'll see a pretty competitive matchup here in Portland.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of Fauché, our writer Holiday feature. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
Ooh. Man, you think Jonathan Green's ready for March Madness?
Yeah, I know. He was one of the players we spoke about on Gonzaga who's going to need to show up. I love the energy.
Yeah, I do as well. Scott Plansaw, jumper up, no good. Rebound, Shalizzi. Zach Shalizzi was a all-freshman player, conference player for the Pac-12 as Josh Clayton hits a shot there. How much is that big man going to play into Gonzaga's role here?
I think it's really important. Ohio State doesn't have a defined center. They've got great players, but I think that could be a real mismatch for Gonzaga.
Yeah, for sure. As Shalizzi almost gets a steal there. Now Pinesaw with the ball. Got a mismatch. They're going to go down low to Tate Chambers, who plays center for Ohio State, working against Green in the post, 4 on the shot clock. Goes up with the left hand and finishes. So Ohio State gets the mismatch early.
Yeah, I mean, just something to touch on real quick. Holiday, one of our writers, featured Sawyer Stern against Lene Fauché, so it's nice to see Fauché score early on.
Yeah, Fauché needs to get hot for Ohio State. They got Sean Moore, who's been carrying the offensive load lately. Gonzaga's going to run out through Sawyer Stern almost entirely as he hits a three right there.
Boom. I mean, that's what Sawyer Stern's known for, man. He's a high-volume shooter, averages almost 18 points a game. That's what we're going to see most of the night.
Yeah, for sure. Zach, I mean, March Madness coaches are definitely putting together their best game plans they've had. Yeah. They've had 8 weeks to figure out, 8+ preseason to figure out how to use their teams. So we're going to see 2 really good game plans tonight. I know talking to Coach Stern, they wanted to run more sets. They felt like they were taking too quick of shots, so they wanted to run more sets and kind of slow the game down a little.
Yeah, and I know to speak on Ohio's side, Jacoby Tenkiller, he's kind of in the same way. He's getting more comfortable with his team. And, as you mentioned, Sean Moore's a great player for them.
Yeah, Sean. Fauché the ball down low off the Sawyer Stern miss. Fauché hits another one. So Fauché getting going here early with 5 early points here for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, he's been their consistent scorer. He was leading the way for a long time. They struggled until Moore got there, but they provided a great 1-2 punch.
Jonathan Green off the mark. Chambers with the rebound. Fauché coming across half court. Guarded by Clayton. Now he's going to get it to Moore. Moore's first touch of the game. Guarded by Sawyer Stern. That's a matchup to watch all night, Zach. With Pinesaw now with the ball. Working on top. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Driving left into the lane. Going up. Blocked from behind by Terrence Goldsberry. And that'll go out of bounds. So 5 on the shot clock. What do you draw up here out of bounds?
You got to get a quick shot. It's going to go to a Pinesaw on a backdoor cut. I would say even try catching a down low pass to Sean Moore because he's freaky athletic. Yeah,
he is for sure. He can get up there in a hurry. Max Brown checking in for Gonzaga, maybe to stop that low cut that we just talked about. With Jethro now with the ball, kicks it out to O'Lind. 3 on the shot clock, back out to Moore. Moore from the top of the key, fadeaway 3, up, no good. Rebound by Max Brown, and Gonzaga takes possession.
Yeah, good defense by Sawyer Stern and the team in total causing that tough shot.
Stern with the ball on the baseline, guarded by Sean Moore. Not an easy matchup for Stern tonight. Probably one of the harder ones he's going to face here as he gets tipped out of bounds. I talked to Coach Tenkiller from Ohio State, and they wanted more guarding Sawyer Stern, so that's why you're seeing Moore run the 2 here for Ohio State. I think it's a fantastic matchup.
Yeah, I think it's a great call. I mean, when I was looking at the game earlier on, I predicted the same thing. I mean, put him there and let everyone else feed off of that defensive energy.
Kitchler with the ball, kicks it to Dunscombe. Dunscombe down to Max Brown, working against Johnny Jethro. 3 on the shot clock. Kitchler's going to have to fire one up from real deep, off the backboard and no good. I think Gonzaga just lost sight of the shot clock there.
Yeah, I mean, substitutions came in, maybe a player missed assignment. It does tend to happen.
Yeah. O'Lind with the layup, no good. Rebounded by Kickler. Nice rebound, tough rebound by the point guard as he brings it across half court.
He's a player to watch to me, Nighthawk. I know when we were calling games early in the season, we saw his name a lot, but he's been pretty quiet since then.
Yeah, he gets blocked there by the two bigs from Ohio State. Sean Moore goes down, fouled, and the bucket. Tough basket by Sean Moore, who's getting a little extra minutes here for Ohio State in the first quarter. We'll see if that plays into fatigue here later in the game, but Moore going to carry the offensive load here for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, again, I like it. I'm a big fan of him. 6'8", 235. Not only is he an athletic freak, Nighthawk, but he's shooting 54% from three. So he has a full repertoire, and we're kind of seeing that unfold before us. And I'd love to see it, man. It's March Madness, man. Let's get excited.
Sean Moore is he's a guy that came in late for Ohio State and really just turned Ohio State up a notch when he came in providing that offense. But like you said, he's a freak first, man. He wants to get to the hoop. He wants to do what we just saw him do, finish tough and he can get the bucket, but he can shoot the ball from three too. So very tough matchup for Gonzaga tonight. They're going to have to contain Sean Moore if they want a chance to upset the Buckeyes here.
Yeah, one thing I like about Ohio State is they're deep, man. They have 10 players who are phenomenal. That's something to watch out for as well.
Timeout on the floor. First one of the game. First quarter, 3:59 left. Buckeyes leading by 5. We'll be right back. So back to Portland, round 1, West Region. The 4-3 matchup between Gonzaga and Ohio State. Zach, pretty good first quarter so far as Rich Kickler with the ball. Fadeaway jumper. No, he didn't take the jumper. Guarded by Manny Brewer. Now gets it down to Max Brown, 12 on the shot clock. Gonzaga maybe a little too stagnant, and I know they wanted to slow it down a little bit, but maybe a little too slow as they're trying to figure that out a little bit. As Lynn steals the ball, gets it in transition, up for the two-handed flush. And Ohio State up 7 here early.
Yeah, one thing I don't, like you said, I don't mind going slow, getting the play you want, but I don't want you to have the center holding the ball for 8 seconds. That's just not a good look.
I agree. Kickler with the ball up top now. Going to get a screen here from Max Brown. This is what I want to see, more pick and roll from Gonzaga. Yeah. Manny Brewer plays it really well as Kickler drives in, goes up with the floater, can't finish, gets his own board. Tough board by Kickler. Kicks it to Dunscombe, who shoots the jumper and hits. So, Zach, we've seen Kickler with a couple rebounds inside. He's the smallest guy on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, little man who can, whatever acronym, 6'2", 185. He's fighting out there, man.
Yeah, he is. A couple of rebounds already for him. So Sean Moore with the ball now, driving in. Sean Moore gets stripped by Dunscombe. DC Thomas in the right place, right time, can't finish the layup. Javon Carter gets the rebound. Gonzaga now going to push and transition a little bit here. No numbers, they're going to pull out and run a play.
Yeah, good call. Gonzaga, like you said, they want to get out and run, but good plays. I think it's on Kickler and Strelizzi to kind of monitor that. Ooh.
Well, Kickler hits the jumper there. That's going to be the guy to watch off the bench here for Gonzaga. You see that pick and roll being effective for Gonzaga so far. They're going to continue to run that pick and roll, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean, and one thing to keep in mind is that they've got Josh Clayton out there, Nighthawk. We haven't mentioned his name a whole lot, but dude, he's a great player for Gonzaga.
Yeah, Clayton can get hot. He hit that first shot that we saw as Manny Brewer hits the jumper off the glass there. Clayton could definitely, he was a 3-point contestant this year for us at All-Star Week. So he's a guy that can get hot for Gonzaga, and they're going to need it to feed off of a guy like Sawyer Stern.
Yeah, I mean, if Sawyer Stern is going to be facilitating and Kickler will be doing the same thing as well, Clayton's going to need to play that role. Oh.
Jethro with the block, goes up top and gets it down to Sean Moore. More spin move to the basket, nice move, Sean Moore gets the layup to go. That was a pretty move right there. Zach, Sean Moore playing almost the entire first quarter. We've seen this before, though, hurt teams at the end when fatigue starts to set in for these teams. Do you like the move to keep him on the floor right now?
Normally in the regular season I would say no, but with the lineup performance going on, you got to run with the guys. Oh.
DZ Thomas gets another dunk in transition. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. Kickler with the ball, gets it over to Dunscombe, guarded by Sean Moore. Now over to Andrade. I think Gonzaga needs to get those starters back in pretty quick here as Kickler drives in, goes up off the glass. Nice move, Rich Kickler.
Yep, Rick Kickler is a really great player. I mean, just to quickly touch on your last comment, I think if you have a lead and your best players out there, run with it, go with it. Because we're seeing right now, I can guarantee you, one of those two subs is probably going to take them out. They'll have a quarter break. I think they'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, March Madness time, like we say, don't leave anything in the tank. So it's one and done here. So you don't get the luxury of resting your players here. It's pretty much go from here on out. So we'll see what happens with Sean Moore. Let's go to the bench here. So Pine Saw comes back in. I like the rotation from Ohio State to keep a scorer on the floor.
Yeah. Tough turnover.
Kickler down low to Dunscombe. Gets fouled. Thought he was going to finish that. Fauché did a good job of not letting him get the bucket and the foul, a la Jeff Mel there. So, but Dunscombe will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, I think I heard Jeff, like, at the stands behind us just yelling something. I'm not sure what that was all about, but something like a foul or something.
Coach Stern yelling from the stands. Can't they get a foul for a call? Or called for a foul? I think the refs said, "Okay, we'll give you one. We'll give you one." As he goes, as Coach Stern goes down and takes a seat.
Yeah, he's like, "I've had enough of it. We got Jeff in here. You know, we're doing all right."
Dunscombe misses the free throw there as Max Brown goes back to the bench. Dominic Shalizzi comes back into the game. Shalizzi, a guy that, like we said, was a freshman all-conference selection for the Pac-12. Could be a big difference maker here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I mean, his stats aren't mind-blowing, Nighthawk. I know I'm a stat aficionado or whatever. 5 points, 9 rebounds, but 2 blocks per game. I think it was a well-warranted selection.
Pinesaw gets inside, goes up with the right hand, finishes. We've come to know of Pinesaw this season is he can get inside and finish with the best of them. You know, we see guys like Adrian King, probably the best in the game at that, but Pinesaw's right there.
Yeah, Pinesaw is aggressive, man. Again, I like the rotation they're pulling together. If Fauché's not out there, they got Pinesaw.
Kickler jumper from the elbow, no good. Shalizzi battling down there with a couple guys. McDonald did a good job coming from behind and tipping that ball, but Gonzaga's going to keep possession.
Yeah.
And Sawyer Stern's going to check back in now.
Yep, 29.9. 2-for-1 opportunity. Do you think they take it?
I would. I mean, you got an inbound play here. Try to get a bucket off the inbound play off the first pass, so we'll see what they do. But I know Coach Stern's going to have something good drawing up here as he goes to Clayton. Going to get a screen from Goldsberry. Clayton, three-pointer from the corner. Up, no good. Rebounded by McDonald, who shoves Shalizzi off of him. And only a second shot clock difference, so we'll see if Ohio State holds here.
Pull it back, get a good shot. You know, you got an 8-point lead. That's what I would do.
Pinesaw, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Going to get a screen to Fauché. Fauché, wing 3, up and good. Fauché hits the 3. Nice play drawn up there by the Buckeyes. Sawyer Stern's heave at the buzzer, up and no good. So Buckeyes take a 11-point lead at the end of the first quarter, Zach. The Buckeyes played a really good first quarter. You know, we'll see if they can keep up the pace the entire game. They played their starters a lot of minutes there in the first. So we'll see if that pace can continue for 4 quarters.
Yep, and see if they can continue executing on defense as well.
I agree. Portland West Region, Gonzaga, Ohio State. We'll be right back. Back to Portland, Oregon. Start of the second quarter here at the Moda Center, home of the Portland Trailblazers for our West Region matchup between Gonzaga and Ohio State. Zach, how about this court, man?
Yeah, I was going to say, it's beautiful. Shout out to Portland for having us. Shout out. I think it was Wired who made this.
Wired makes all our courts, yeah. Except he didn't make Pac-12, but yeah, Wired made this one.
These are phenomenal, dude. I've been a person who's built 2K courts. That takes a long time.
That's our custom logo in the middle, too, which is nice. I mean, not custom. We stole that. We stole that and cropped it, but we added our logo. So Sawyer Stern, three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Thomas. What does Gonzaga have to do here in the second quarter?
I think they got to play better defense. I mean, look at that right there. I mean, Ohio State is controlling the tempo on both ends, don't you think?
They are. They're running in transition. They're playing tough defense down low. Gonzaga's just got to make some shots, man. They haven't made that many shots as Green misses there. Once they settle in and make some shots, I think they're going to make a comeback here, but they got to play defense. They gave it up 25 points in the first quarter. It's not going to get it done.
Yeah, I think the obvious is we're going to see Sawyer Stern shoot a lot. Who's going to be that second guy? I know you and I were talking about Goldsberry and the Hawk Talk, but I mean, we haven't seen him yet. Oh my goodness. Rebound by Paul McDonald gets the bucket to go. Ohio State goes up 15. Looks like Gonzaga's going to try to get back to the roots. They find Sawyer Stern. Wing 3, that's good. That's a much-needed three-pointer by the Bulldogs. Yeah, perfect play design. Good cut there and good screen. Cutting the lead down to 12.
Don't expect it to stay this way. If I know anything about the CSBA, Bulldogs are going to make a comeback at some point, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most teams will have their runs. Gonzaga hasn't had theirs yet, though.
They haven't, so they had to weather the storm. They didn't get it. Chambers down low working against Green. Fadeaway jumper. Chambers good. Looks like Ohio State's continuing to get that mismatch down low. As they're just going to keep feeding Tay Chambers when he's got a point guard guarding him.
Yeah, I mean, you, me, Wire, Jeff, Percy, Tech, all of us have noted it. If you catch a mismatch and give them enough,
Yeah, Sawyer Stern hits another one. That's a 2-pointer, but don't let Stern get hot, man. That's going to be the guy that's going to lead the comeback for the Bulldogs. Smart timeout here by the Buckeyes. They want to talk about it and say,
Yeah.
why aren't we guiding Sawyer Stern? So 6:13 left in the half. Ohio State with a 31-19 lead, but the Bulldogs on the rise. We'll be right back. Back to Portland, Oregon. 31-19. Ohio State leads. Gonzaga's hit their last couple shots, courtesy of Sawyer Stern, Zach. I mean, you got to keep going through that guy, right?
yeah, I mean, as long as Sean Moore's not out there, you have got to run through him.
Chambers fadeaway jumper, no good. Got the last one to go. Didn't get that one to go. As now they're pushing in transition. Clayton jumper, that's up, no good. Don't love the shot. I wish he would have pulled up from behind three or got all the way to the rim. Better shot selection maybe from him going forward here. As Fauché steps out of bounds.
Yeah, a little brain fart there, you know. It happens on occasion.
Shooter's going to shoot, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, Josh Clayton, you know, great shot there. I, for one, as a coach, I love the confidence. Sometimes it frustrates you, and you as a coach as well. It's like, oh, wide open fast break. But, I mean, if it works, you're like, oh, okay, nice shot. So, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Clayton's a guy that can get hot, so can't fault him for taking open shots. You'd much rather that than non-open shots. Is Green floater up and good. Nice lefty floater by Jonathan Green, who was also a freshman all-conference selection in the Pac-12.
Yeah, Green has been another guy who stepped up when Kickler's gone down or Shirley's been a little quiet. He's been that one beat of Sawyer Stern.
Green with the steal. Goes up high with two hands. McDonald gets a block. Stern gets fouled. It's going to go to the line. Jonathan Green's trying to make some highlights here in March Madness.
Yeah, I was about to jump out of my seat, throw my hat. That was going to be insane, man.
That was going to be maybe one of the highest flying dunks we've seen this season. McDonald got him from behind on the block, but Sawyer Stern in the right place at the right time. That's what you want out of your leaders, just being aware of where the ball's at all times.
Yeah, and again, real quick, guys, I'm doing a sellout moment here. We saw how much work Wired and Nighthawk put into the video clips and how great they looked. If you guys have time, please help out. You see how great they come out and how they come to fruition for us.
Yeah, I appreciate that. We could do we want to do a one shining moment at the end of the tournament, so the more clips the better that we could choose from. As Sawyer Stern hits the first one there. Lind and Manny Brewer are going to come back in. Sean Moore still on the bench, so with the 9-point lead. Looks like Coach 10 Killer is going to, save his legs just a little bit longer here.
Yeah, I mean, 7, 8, 9 is a good lead to have. You got to be careful with Gonzaga, though, because they have shooters, 1 through 4.
Yeah, shooters for days. Shooters for days for sure. Since Sawyer Stern hits both. 8-point game now. Gonzaga making this interesting here halfway through the second quarter. Manny Brewer now with the ball guarded by Jonathan Green. Trying to get inside. Jonathan Green playing tight defense. Ball to Lind at the top of the key. 3-pointer up. No good. Rebound. Goldsberry going to kick it ahead to Clayton quickly. Clayton's going to slow down now and try to run a play here as the ball's tipped around and stolen by Olin. Now ahead to Fauché. Fauché guarded by Sawyer Stern. Fauché's going to step out to 3. Now he's going to try to drive in. Sawyer Stern playing really good defense. Fauché kicks it out to Manny Brewer. Manny Brewer looking for someone who's going to call for a screen from Paul McDonald. Brewer comes off the screen, gets in the paint, and hits the jumper. You attack the paint, you get in the paint, your chances go up to score exponentially.
Yeah, I mean, great execution there. Gonzaga was stopped on defense. They got a steal. They ran a quick pick and roll, and it just executed, and it went well for them.
Josh Clayton with the ball. Gets to Sawyer Stern. Sawyer Stern running crazy all over the court as he now backs up. Thought about the shot. Didn't like it. Now gets it to Jonathan Green. Green drives in. Going to go up with the right-handed layup. No good. Rebound Chambers. Now pushed ahead to Fauché. Fauché in transition. Pulls it back out. Stolen by Stern. Now ahead to Jonathan Green. Look out below. Jonathan Green goes up. Hey, I thought he was going to try to dunk that.
Oh, man. You got us all excited for nothing. Come on, Mr. Green.
Jonathan Green just ruined my call, man. I had an epic call there, and he just ruined it. Thanks, Jonathan Green.
You're raising your voice, getting all hyped. It's just like...
Chambers layup no good. Gets his own board. Guarded by Goldsberry. Now kicks it out to McDonald. Two center look for the Buckeyes on the court right now. What they went with most of the season, they went to Jacob Brewer at the power forward in this game. Manny Brewer misses the 3. Ball chased down by Clayton. And Gonzaga now pushing in transition. Jonathan Green is going to shoot a quick one, and he drills it.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty nuts, man.
Jonathan Green carrying. I mean, Jonathan Green's been a guy all year though, Zach. That's carried Gonzaga. He's a guy that can take a lot of pressure off of Sawyer Stern out there. So Ohio State's going to have to be really aware of where he's at.
Yeah, I mean, not to dog on him. Not the best shooting numbers, but like you said, when he's hot, man, he is lights out. He's been that 1B, that second guard for Sawyer Stern that he so desperately needed this year.
Johnny Jethro inbounds to Sean Moore back in the game for the Ohio State Buckeyes, being guarded by Dunscombe. Now Dunscombe a good defender for Gonzaga. That's a good matchup for him as Manny Brewer with the ball. Going to get a screen from Jacob Brewer. I'd like to see some pick and pop as they do. But now they're going to go down to the post. They're going to get that mismatch a lot. Gonzaga's shown that they want to switch that screen as Brewer, fadeaway jumper up, no good. Rebounded by Jethro, tipped in.
Yeah, Jethro's a monster out there, man. I don't know too much about him, obviously, besides the stats, but, I mean, he's playing phenomenal so far.
Kickler drives in, step back jumper in the mid-range. Good. Rick Kickler having a good game so far for Gonzaga.
Yeah, I mean, I know I was talking to Ted Stern. He's somebody who they really wanted to explode. Being that sixth man is a heavy role, and he's shown out so far.
Sean Moore with the ball. Up top against Dunscombe. Going to get a screen here from Brewer. I like this pick and roll between Brewer and John Moore. Sean Moore drives in, fouled by Max Brown. They're going to call that a shooting foul. I don't know if I agree with it, but Moore's going to go to the line for 2.
That's a tough foul call right there. But Sean Moore's been aggressive. Refs do tend to agree with aggressive players, so chalk it off. 2.5 minutes. It's a 5-point game. It was 11 or 12 at one point, I think.
Well, listen, I mean, Ohio State had 25 at the end of the first quarter. Right now, only 10 in this quarter. So Gonzaga has stepped up the defense quite a bit here in the second quarter, and their offense has answered the call a little bit. So we got an interesting one. I think it's going to be a dogfight for the entire time.
Yeah, and another thing interesting about Ohio State, they're one of the few teams with Kentucky. I think there's a couple others, but they have 3 centers. So what's interesting is Sean Moore can go 1 through 4. So while they have those 2 bigs, it's really I barely noticed when they had the 2 center outlook out there.
Yeah, I mean, Sean Moore can play multiple positions. He's playing the 2, 3. He handles the ball and pick and roll, so it's the guy that can play a lot of positions for Ohio State as he misses the second free throw there. I want to see more of the pick and roll, though, between him and Brewer, maybe that pick and pop. Brewer's the guy that can stretch the floor at the 4.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a great shooter as well.
Ball with Dunscombe up top, gets it over to Kickler. Kickler working against Manny Brewer, drives left, holds Brewer off, now backs back out. Now he's working. A little too much dribbling maybe as he kicks it to Max Brown. Swatted by Johnny Jethro, who's having a good game defensively for Ohio State. Pushed ahead to Sean Moore. Sean Moore gets almost stolen from, and Ohio State's going to have to slow down here. Or not.
15? Yeah, oh.
Ooh. Missed floater by Sean Moore. Gets his own board, puts it back in. Sean Moore's the tough one to guard, man.
Yeah, that's the one thing. I don't think I see Clayton out there. Clayton's been their consistent defensive player, so Dunscombe's going to have to step up while he's not in.
Ball down to Dunscombe in the post. Working against Sean Moore. Little mini fadeaway from Dunscombe. No good. Sean Moore is an elite defender. So that's a tough matchup there from Dunscombe, who's not privy to shooting those fadeaways from the post.
Yeah, I mean, Dunscombe's known as a scorer and a great defender, but, when you got a player on you 6'8", 240, not the best call in my opinion.
Max Brown gets his hand caught in the cookie jar again there. So Johnny Jethro will go to the line for 2 here. Gonzaga's fighting though, Zach. Gonzaga's only down 8. They're not having the best first half. I know it's probably not the first half that Coach Stern imagined out of his Bulldogs, but they're fighting and they're only down 8 right now.
Yeah, I mean, we were speaking about on the selection show, Ohio State's won like 4 or 5 or 5 or 6. I know Ted Stern hasn't doubted them. I just think he's been worried that Gonzaga just, from what I've seen, again, tell me if I'm wrong, they just haven't really gotten off to a strong lead. And they come into games like this where they're just constantly fighting all game.
Yeah, it's hard to fight back. It's hard to fight back all season and then continue to do it. So they're going to have to talk about things at halftime as Jethro splits his free throws there. Gonzaga down 9. Rich Kickler with the ball up top working against Pinesaw. Kickler going to call for a screen from Max Brown here. Actually going to get a screen from Dunscombe as Kickler gets inside. Gets blocked by Jethro. Kickler needs to get to space. The spacing is just not very good right now for Gonzaga.
Yeah, not a whole lot of ball movement either. Wow.
Easy Thomas, tough fadeaway jumper. That's good. I mean, we've seen this a lot, Zach. We've seen this a lot in CSBA. Teams get hot hot in the first quarter and or the first half and second half they have duds, but right now Ohio State's hitting some tough shots. You got to credit them where credit's due. Gonzaga's not playing bad defense. It's just Ohio State's making some tough shots.
Yeah, that wasn't. You really took the words out of my mouth. That shot was insane. I mean, that was a bigger player on him. Floaters are not easy. I mean, even the likes of Adrian King we see miss, but I mean that was just a great take.
For sure. As Dunscombe with the ball guarded by Sean Moore. Dunscombe driving left or right into the key. Now backs back out. Almost stolen there. The spacing, again, needs to be a little better for Gonzaga. As Kickler now kicks it to Andrade over to Dunscombe. Going to get a screen here from Max Brown. Dunscombe's going to pull up jumper. That's good. Nice shot there by Dunscombe.
Perfect. That's exactly what I want to see out of him. He's a great mid-range sniper.
Pinesaw with the ball working against Kickler. Yeah, going to go down low to Jethro. Jethro's having a good half so far. Gets his own board. And slams hard on Javon Carter for the N1 dunk. Zach, Gonzaga's getting beat on the boards pretty good here. How much is that walk-on coming into play for Gonzaga at center?
Yeah, I mean, that's I was just going to say, I didn't know Gonzaga had a walk-on until then. And this junior, I think he's a standout player, Johnny Jethro, he's got 3 blocks already, 2 blocks. A couple offensive rebounds. I mean, that's why scholarship players are so huge in the CSBA.
Yeah, I mean, it hurts when you have that walk-on in crucial situations, especially on the glass. It's tough to contend with some teams. So, I mean, hopefully Gonzaga can overcome that as Jethro's kind of eating, though, off the bench here for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, I mean, there's still time. Gonzaga's a great shooting team, so they're definitely not out of this.
Dunscombe trying to drive in, now backs back out. 14 on the shot clock. Kickler with the ball now, going to get a screen, double screen. Kickler tries to drive in, almost stolen. Back to Kickler, guarded by Pinesaw. 5 on the shot clock, going to get another screen. Kickler's going to have to fire up one from 30 feet. That's up and no good. Rebounded by Jethro, and Ohio State can hold for 1 shot here to end the half.
Tough possession night on.
Sean Moore goes up with the right hand, finishes. 5 seconds left. Kickler's going to come across half court. Going to fire one up from just inside the logo. 3-pointer up and in and out. So we'll go to halftime. Ohio State 45, Gonzaga 32. Zach, we'll be right back. We'll talk at halftime. We'll be right back.
Yep.
Zach, so let's talk about half a little bit. We'll probably see the stats here in a second, or see some highlights. Sawyer Stern, Jonathan Green have been playing good. The bench hasn't been great outside of Kickler for Gonzaga, and they're getting beat pretty hard on the glass right now by Ohio State. What do they got to do here in the second half, man, to pull back from a 13-point deficit?
I think you just gotta play harder defense. I mean, like you said, some players will hit those tough shots, but I don't see those falling all game long. If Gonzaga plays their brand of defense, which we've seen throughout the season, and makes a couple threes besides Sawyer Stern, they're not. I mean, look at the stats. Ohio State's not going to 61%. I just don't feel they will.
Yeah, I mean, we see this time and time again. We rarely see teams, keep up that pace for an entire game. If you're Coach Stern, you're feeling pretty bad about being down 13 right now, but 61% is going to regress to the mean here, and that's probably going to end up around 50%. So if you're Gonzaga, you got to take opportunities. You can't give up second chance points though. Second chance points is gonna raise that percentage almost exponentially. So if you're Gonzaga, you really gotta box out and crash the boards. And I know that Coach Stern's game plan was to crash the defensive glass, but that walk-on's really hurting them out there with Jethro. So they just got to do a better job getting rebounding, and guys like, we saw Kickler get in there. Guys like Jonathan Green and Clayton got to get in there and rebound as well.
Yeah, I mean, Kickler's 6'8", 240. He can guard 1 through 4 as well. I mean, those guys don't have to get the rebounds. They just have to box them out,
Jonathan Green attacks hard out the half, gets fouled by Pinesaw, so Green will go to the line to start the second half, but that's exactly what you want coming out of the half right there.
Yeah, I mean, Green has shown so far he's had the mismatch advantage on the player who's guarding him. So if I'm Gonzaga, take advantage of that, abuse it, and make someone, stop you, get doubled. I mean, Green's been playing lights out so far.
Green at the line, shooting 2 for Gonzaga. Thanks to everybody in chat. So many people I would call you out. Stern, Spiderweb, 40, Wired, Lancer. Joey, Big Dog, Shane, Superwoman. God, there's so many. Little Hillside. There's so many viewers in here right now. Someone take what do we got right now in chat?
I got 41. Can someone clip
Someone clip the names. Someone clip the names for us since nobody did it last night. We'll get a random drawing out for the users in chat right now. I'm gonna add the giveaway function pretty quick here, maybe for season 3. So we'll be able to do that during Twitch. But appreciate everybody in chat as Green hits free throw there, brings the Gonzaga back down 11. Now Jacob Brewer with the ball on the wing, guarded by Goldsberry. Gonna try to go down to Pine Saw, stolen by Green. Clayton up ahead to Sawyer Stern. Nobody in front of him. Stern goes up, one-handed flush. Don't look now, Zach. Here comes Gonzaga.
I was just going to say, Gonzaga can make their runs. We haven't seen it yet. And shout out to Stern. He's not the most athletic player, but that was a fierce throwdown.
Jacob Brewer with the ball on the wing, guarded by Goldsberry. Now kicks to Fauché. Fauché's been quiet since that first quarter. With Pine Saw now with the ball, is going to shoot the three. Pine Saw three-pointer good. Jonathan Green backed off. Pine Saw, not known as a three-point shooter, hits one there.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it. I mean, you're getting abused on the rebounds. You try to give up the shot. But, I mean, that's the risk you play when you back off your defender.
They back off Stern there. He can't hit the shot. Pine Saw now bringing the ball across half court. Almost gets it stolen. Now he's going to bring back out, set up a play. He's got a mismatch. Pine Saw goes in. Blocked by Goldsberry. Big defensive play by Goldsberry. Now kicks it ahead to Stern. Nap ahead to Jonathan Green. Goes up with the layup. That's good. Transition offense. Zach, do you think they went into halftime and said, okay, let's start running now. It's not working what we're doing. Let's scrap it and start running.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when Ohio State has 3 viable centers, you got to change it up and quick.
John Moore driving layup. Good. Fouled by Sawyer Stern. God, how good has Sean Moore been for Ohio State?
I mean, all season long since he came in here, he's only played 5 games for them, but I believe they've only lost 1. He's just a phenomenal addition, and again, shout out to Jacoby, a perfect style player for them.
Sean Moore with the ball. Carrying this Ohio State team, he's going to have to be big for them if they want to make a run in March Madness here. The West Region winner of this game will play Kentucky next week, so they're going to have their hands full. Whoever wins this game is going to have their hands full with Kentucky. So as Moore converts the three-point play, now Jonathan Green bringing it across half court. Guarded by Pine Saw. Looks like they're going to try to set up a play here. Jonathan Green's going to get a screen from Clayton. Now Green's going to try to drive. Gets double, gets it to Clayton. Clayton goes up, blocked by McDonald. Shalizzy gets the ball. Goes up and can't finish. Goldsberry with the ball. Fouled from behind by Chambers. It looks ugly inside, Zach, when there's 2 bigs on the floor for Ohio State. It's going to look ugly, but you got to love the hustle from guys like Goldsberry there.
Yeah, Ted Stern went into half and he ripped into the likes of Clayton and Goldsberry. Listen, you guys aren't dominant rebounders. You hold your own, but help out Shalizzy. Come on, guys. And we're seeing it so far.
Yeah, they got to do it. So Terrence Goldsberry picking up the load there a little bit. Saying they're hacking in chat. I agree they are hacking as he got a foul there. But you know what? If they're not calling it, keep hacking. We've learned that playing basketball. The refs you got to force the refs to call things sometimes. So Goldsberry at the line for 2. Gonzaga down 13. Terrence Goldsberry first free throw up, no good. That lefty free throw. Goldsberry looks a little uncomfortable at the line.
Yeah, not a great shooter, Nighthawk. Only shooting 57% from the line through the year, so he'll probably hit this one.
Yeah, I mean, Terrence Goldsberry is a guy that they really haven't figured out how to use. Maybe used to his full potential all season. It's definitely something that Coach Stern's going to go into the offseason. I think that's going to be one of his big goals is how to get Goldsberry involved even more because Goldsberry's a really good player. Yeah,
I think in the system, no disrespect, just from my observation, he's a freaky athlete. If you get him out and running, oh my goodness, I could see a lot to come to fruition for him.
Ball down to McDonald. Drop step when Sawyer Stern gets that to go. That's too easy down there. As, Ohio State's just playing the smart game right now. They're taking what Gonzaga's given them and they're capitalizing.
Yeah, I mean, they're taking exactly what Gonzaga's giving them. If I'm Gonzaga, what point do you start doubling that? They're just getting bullied down there on those switches.
Yeah, I think I would have done it yesterday, but they got to start doing it for sure. As Green gets Pine Saw up in the air, now over to Clayton, 5 on the shot clock. Screen from Goldsberry. Clayton, step back jumper from 3. That's no good. Rebounded by McDonald. Now kicks ahead to Fauché. It's a track meet with Fauché and Clayton. Clayton does a good job getting back in transition. As Fauché's going to go up and can't hit. Clayton did a phenomenal job there on defense for Gonzaga.
Yeah, that's the one thing I've loved about Clayton since the season started. He plays that role. Oh,
Three-pointer there by Jonathan Green in transition. Gonzaga's a team that wants to shoot the ball, Zach. They want to get out on the perimeter and they want to shoot threes. Almost, it's almost that live and die by the three kind of philosophy for Gonzaga. Right now, it hasn't worked out great, but Clayton. Look at what's the percentages. Three-pointer is a tougher shot to hit than a two-pointer, right? So, if you're gonna live and die by the three, you got to be able to shoot it pretty well. So we'll see if Gonzaga can pick that up.
yeah, I mean, you as a real life coach, you know the analytics. I don't know the exact numbers. Man, he's got like 15,
18.
16
Jonathan Green, 18 in the game. Timeout Ohio State. We'll talk about that a little bit. Yeah, I mean the percentages speak to, taking the good shots, but Coach Stern knows his team and they know their identity and they know that he's okay with those guys taking open threes if they're open. Clayton's a guy that can knock down Stern. Green can hit threes, so Kitchler can hit threes, so he's okay with guys taking open threes. It's just a matter of it's a risky business, man. It's risky business shooting threes like that. So when they're on, they're gonna beat some teams. When they're off, it might be a long day.
Yeah, I mean, one thing to keep in mind, and no disrespect to any team, not every team has the firepower like the real life Golden State Warriors had. So I think awareness definitely comes into play there.
Yeah, there's a lot. Playbooks come into play. Awareness. It's a lot. So Coach Stern's doing a good job with this Gonzaga team. I know that year 2 for Gonzaga is going to be really special. So, but they're not out of this yet. There's only down 9. They're fighting for their lives, as they said in chat. As Brewer, three-pointer up, no good. Rebounded by McDonald. That's a tough one. McDonald goes up, blocked by Max Brown. He does a good job recovering, but they got to stop giving up these offensive boards.
Yeah, I mean, I like the defense by Max Brown, but you'd like to get a couple more rebounds there if possible.
Jonathan Green can't get that one to go. Green has 18 in the game. He's playing very well for Gonzaga.
Yeah, shooting 7 to 12, so all over 50%.
Foul by Clayton there, so that play will stop here. As some subs come in for both teams. Kickler's going to come in for Gonzaga. Kickler's having a good game for the Bulldogs. But we're going to see. We're going to see if, this walk-on hurt him in the first half. We're going to see if that continues here.
Yeah, I mean, you got to protect the paint. I mean, it's just tough to see.
Well, there's a rebound by Javon Carter, a guy that needs to get in there and rebound. Ball goes to Dunscombe. Dunscombe, three-pointer, up and good. Brian Dunscombe hits the three. Big shot there from Dunscombe.
Yeah, I mean, we said it all game long. I mean, the preview by Holiday said the same thing. Gonzaga has shooters, man. If they can get it going, I mean, they just cut the lead down from like 11 or 12 to 6.
Well, that's the thing you're going to get with Max Brown. Big block off the glass. Olin now down with the ball. Olin's going to go up with the left hand and finish, but what a block by Max Brown.
I mean, one thing we got to keep in mind is basketball is a game of psyche. I mean, even if you don't get the rebound, you get blocked like that, you might think twice about coming back in there.
Dunscombe with the ball in the wing. Thought about going to the walk-on, thought better of it. Now they're going to go out to Javon Carter. Javon Carter kicks it to Kickler in the corner, going to get a screen from Brown. Kickler going to go up, high floater, can't get it to go. Gets his own board again. Kickler's got like 4 offensive boards. Might be the best offensive rebounder for Gonzaga right now.
Yeah, he's definitely a 1-2 as far as total rebounds for this team. Oh.
Dunked there by Olin. Transition hurting Gonzaga again here. The symbol under McDonald was his takeover. We can't take it off, sorry. Now Andrade with the ball, gives it over to Dunscombe. Andrade back with the ball. Looks like they're going to look for Kickler off a screen here. They get Kickler. He drives in. You know what? Paul McDonald's doing a good job in there making life hard for Kickler. He's not stepping out with Max Brown. He's just camping the paint a little.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm a Kickler, I mean, I would try to take him out a little more. McDonald's not the most athletic guy.
Well, I think it's something that Kickler needs to work on in the offseason is, shot selection and getting into space and, working to find spaces. McDonald hits the left-handed jump hook there.
A beautiful big man move, 90s-esque right there. And Max Brown, he's a good center in his own right, too.
Timeout on the floor, Gonzaga back down by 12. Every time we think they're going to cut it, Ohio State goes back on a run. So Gonzaga unable to get over that hump right now. They're going to have to here with 2 minutes left in the third.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Jonathan Green. He's 7 to 12 so far. Stern's hit a couple shots, but we really haven't seen too much for anyone else on this Bulldog team. And that's a testament to Ohio State, man. They're playing lights out. Smart shots, I'd imagine, still over 55% so far.
Yeah, they got to be close. They're playing a complete game right now, and that's what you got to do in March Madness if you're the Buckeye or of any team. So we'll see if the Buckeyes can continue that for the entirety of the game. But Gonzaga's still going to make their runs. That's what happens. That's the good part about having shooters, right? If you're going to make runs, it's going to cut it quick.
Yep. We got to play good defense.
Kick over the ball, comes off the screen from Brown. Pull-up jumper, up and good. That's what he's got to do right there.
Exactly.
Don't get too far into the teeth of the defense. Pull up the mid-range. You're really good at mid-range shooter and hit those shots.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see him tone down his shots a bit. 14 is a lot, but I would like to see Carter. I mean, we saw a nice athletic play from him. Maybe a few plays to open.
Manny Brewer, left-handed layup, good. Ohio State's still shooting 59%, Zach, so they haven't cooled off one bit. You know, and I don't necessarily think Gonzaga's playing terrible defense. I think Ohio State's just playing a really good offensive game. They're making smart plays. They're taking the mismatches when they're there, and they're converting. So we'll see if they can continue to do that.
Yeah, and they're making tough shots, too. Forcing Kickler into tough ones. It's just an all-around great performance thus far.
Yeah, Kickler's that offensive threat point guard, and, you know, a lot of people think that offensive threats are just shooters, and they're not. They're guys that want to create. You know, we think about the offensive threats in the game, Kemba Walker, you know, Dame. These are guys that get into the teeth of the defense and create, so you're going to get that sometimes when you get into the paint, and, you know, that's when offensive threats get really, really creative. They're scoring point guards, but they do a little bit of everything as Kickler misses the three there.
Yeah, Kickler tends to be shooting a little more today. It's really uncharacteristic to me, but, you know, Sawyer Stern's not out there, so someone's got to be taking the bulk of the shots. Oh.
Brewer gets blocked, gets his ball back, and makes the layup there. Looks like Gonzaga will hold for one shot here at the end of the third.
Yeah, for sure. Tough possession here. I mean, it's a 6-point game. I think it just turned to 16 now.
Kickler gets the layup to go there. Nice shot by him. Zach, Kickler's the guy, though, that can, you know, with some improvement, can really be a guy that plays well. You know, other offensive threats in the league that we see are guys like Tez Green. Those guys are, you know, they get into the teeth of the defense and they make plays at the end of the day. So you're going to get a lot of scoring focus on you if you're Kickler. It's about shot selection and making the right plays. But he's going to be a volume shooter, so we're going to see him jack up a lot of shots.
I mean, that's his role as sixth man, and he's certainly doing it.
End of the third quarter, Ohio State with a big lead over Gonzaga. We'll be back for the start of the fourth right after this. Back to Portland, start of the fourth quarter. State Farm assist of the game. They got to get it right in the postseason, right? DZ Thomas up top to Paul McDonald. I will approve.
Okay.
Good job, State Farm. Yeah, you got to get it right now. So back to Portland, Oregon. Start of the fourth quarter here in the West region. First round matchup between Ohio State and Gonzaga. The winner going to take on Kentucky in the Sweet 16. Zach, you got 3 quarters of March Madness under your belt now. How do you feel, man?
Yeah, I mean, this is ecstatic. I've said it on a couple broadcasts. I mean, it's so fun seeing each level of play just amp up, and it's just a great game so far, too.
DZ Thomas can't get the layup to go. Clayton gets the rebound. Going to push ahead here. Gets it over to Kickler. Kickler three-pointer on the wing. That rattles home. Rick Kickler with the three-pointer from the wing.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be more comfortable, again, personal analysis. I don't mean to get too jumpy. Kickler's a great shooter. I think they got to drop some more plays with him. I like the ball in his hands, but more shots. Personally.
Yeah, I mean, he's taken 15 in this game, I think, so far, but I think it's mainly due to his role on the bench and being that offensive load for the bench. As Pinesaw drives in, goes up with 2 hands and flushes it home. The strength from Pinesaw there to take the contact from Green and get by him.
Yeah, and if I'm Gonzaga, I would start sneaking off your man. I mean, this is the time. You've been blown one by one all game. You got to get help.
Green floater good. So he gets that to go. Gonzaga's hit their first 2 shots of the quarter here. Green's up to 20 points for Gonzaga.
Yeah, shooting 8 of 13. Phenomenal shot selection. He's going to be the model of what they need to do to close this gap.
Brewer gets blocked by Max Brown. Max Brown gets the ball, gets it ahead to Kickler all the way down the court. Kickler now working against Pinesaw. Going to kick it over to Jonathan Green. 2 point guards on the floor for Gonzaga as he gets the screen from Clayton. Pick and roll with Josh Clayton up with 2-hand flush. There's something you don't see every day. Josh Clayton involved in the pick and roll.
Yeah, I think he's still playing the 3, but I like that, man. Clayton is a fierce slasher for this Gonzaga team.
He is, and that was a well-designed play by Coach Ted Stern there to get Clayton in that unexpected look. We're going to see Sean Moore back on the floor as the ball stolen by Jonathan Green. Gonzaga kicking it up ahead. Over to Kickler. 3-pointer from the wing. Good. Rick Kickler hits the 3.
Oh,
And Gonzaga's making that run, 10-2 run now.
Yep. But again, they've made these runs a few times, but keep locking down on defense, guys.
Sean Moore gets the layup there. Puts them back ahead by 10. But, Ohio State's doing a good job. They're not forcing shots. They're getting open looks, and when those runs come against them, it's easy to, get on a snowball effect and start forcing shots. But they're just doing a good job getting to their playmakers.
Yeah, I mean, they're not worried about runs. I mean, Gonzaga's turned it from 13 to 6, 13 to 5, and Ohio State's like, whatever, we'll go down there. I mean, Sean Moore on kickball, that's a 6-inch, 30-pound difference. I mean, that's just great execution again.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they got some leadership on this team. Jacob Brewer is a guy that is a leader on this floor. Pinesaw is a guy that's experienced in the league, so they got some leadership that's going to lead them through those runs. We'll just see if they can keep it up as Clayton hits a jumper there. 8-point game. I expect this game to be, closer than 8 points at the end.
Yeah, I mean, it's do or die. I just told that from Wired in chat. But, I mean, you put the best players out there. Clayton's playing great. I mean, put him on the best player.
Sean Moore jumper can't go. Clayton gets the ball up ahead. Going to get it to Sawyer Stern. Corner three. That's up from the corner and can't hit. Sawyer Stern can't hit the three. Jacob Brewer with the rebound. Stern's going to get some open looks. It's about whether he makes them or not. So he's a guy that's pretty much maxed out shooting. So tough to see when you miss those open ones, but it's basketball at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, we see the likes of real life. Steph Curry, they miss shots. Just nature of the beast, man. Yeah,
I mean, he's shooting 43% from three this year. Definitely not a bad percentage. It looks bad when they're the open threes that he's missing, but he's averaging almost 18 points for this Gonzaga team, and they wouldn't be where they are without him as he hits the jumper there.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Gonzaga, I'd like to see them stretch the floor a little more. Terrence Goldsberry is shooting 64% for three. I'd like to see a little pick and pop with him.
Yeah, he doesn't take a ton of them, but he's pretty efficient when he does. So, yeah, maybe some pick and pop from him is for sure. As Clayton almost gets the steal there. Olin now with the ball, 7 on the shot clock, up to Pinesaw. Going to get a screen from Brewer here. 3 on the shot clock. Gets the switch. Pinesaw's going to shoot the jumper. Contested jumper off the glass. No good. Rebound Shalizzi. Kicks it ahead to Jonathan Green. Jonathan Green driving in against Pinesaw. Green has 20 points in the game for Gonzaga. We'll see what they do here. Down to Jonathan Green. Up. Fouled. And the bucket. Sawyer Stern called for and one. They got the and one there. Jonathan Green going to go to the line, try to cut this lead to 5.
Yeah, they're getting their run. Again, it's a 6-point game. We've seen this 3 or 4 times tonight. Ohio State has rebounded every single time with the play to Sean Moore. I would look for that again.
Yeah, Sawyer Stern's got Baron Thomas, the Baron Thomas trade. I think it's an NC State thing. Sorry, Sawyer. If you come from NC State, you apparently just can't make shots. Anyway, Jonathan Green at the line for one shot here after the foul by Pinesaw. We're still getting those Wolfpack tattoos on our necks, though, in the game. Jonathan Green at the line. 1 free throw up and good. Jonathan Green putting Gonzaga on his back.
Yep, 5-point game. Again, Ohio State has shown each time that Gonzaga's made a run, they've gotten a great shot.
Moore with the ball. Let's see what they can do to stop Moore here. He gets by. It's blocked by Shalizzi. Ball gathered by Jonathan Green. Jonathan Green going to push in transition here. Now he's going to slow it down. Gets it over to Sawyer Stern. Stern guarded by Moore. Up top. That was an interesting play. It looks like they went up top to Jonathan Green. Didn't get it to go. 3-pointer Jonathan Green. That's good. Knocks it down. Oh, there's a 2-pointer. It's foot on the line. We got a 3-point game, Zach. 19-6 run by Gonzaga.
Yeah, I mean, we saw a great defensive play by Gonzaga. Great block and great rebound by Goldsberry. That's the blueprint, man.
Ball with Tate Chambers. Tate Chambers is going to try to drive in. Gets fouled. And the bucket. Tough move by Chambers to get it to go.
Man, this is March Madness. I keep getting excited, and I see another thing, and then I see another thing. I'm just like, oh, man, what a play.
Like, these games going to keep you on the edge of your seat the entire time. What a play there by Tate Chambers. Tate Chambers is the guy that we saw come on late in the conference tournament for Ohio State to, boost them to some big wins. Not an offensive guy by trait, but definitely able to make some plays down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, he was phenomenal against Purdue. And he's a player that we don't hear a lot, but when you go in, you have 8-8, a block, and you go 4 for 5 from the field. I mean, that's just straight efficient basketball.
Tate Chambers at the free throw line. Buckeyes up 5. Chambers hits the free throw, back up 6 now. We'll see how Gonzaga responds. Chess match continues here. 3:30 left in the game. Jonathan Green with the ball up top, kicks it over to Sawyer Stern. Stern's going to get a screen from Shalizzi. Stern comes off the screen, jumper, top of the key. That's no good. Rebounded by Goldsberry. Goldsberry goes up and finishes. Nice job by Terrence Goldsberry battling on offensive glass.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Gonzaga, I'd like to go through Goldsberry and Green. No disrespect to Stern, but he's just not having a great game so far.
You know, he's got a tough matchup. Sean Moore's guarding him. A lot of his shots have been open, but, you know, I am a firm believer in, you know, Sawyer Stern is their guy. So Fauché misses the three there. Stern's going to hit a big shot down the stretch here. I just know it. So when that happens, I don't know when it's going to happen, but I think he's going to hit a big shot down the stretch. So, you know, missing shots all game, shooting a poor percentage for the game really doesn't matter when you're hitting big shots at the end.
Very true. Yeah, and this seems to be the final lineup for both teams. It's like both starting lineups as well.
Yep. Starters are in for both teams. Ball into Terrence Goldsberry on the wing, guarded by Jacob Brewer. Another good matchup all night. Now Jonathan Green with the ball is going to get a screen from Shalizzi. Green drives in, little traffic there. Green goes up with the left-hand floater, can't get it to go. Rebound Chambers, now pushes ahead to Fauché. Fauché working, trying to get into the paint. Goes down to Sean Moore. Sean Moore goes up with the left hand and finishes. They've got Sean Moore inside all night, and he's converted.
Yeah, I mean, Sean Moore's just more physical than Ted Stern tonight, and he's played well with it.
Stern with the ball. Looking for Jonathan Green, doesn't get it. Stern three-pointer, top of the key. Rattles it home. Stern.
Oh, my
Big
goodness.
shot, Stern, right there.
You called it, man. I mean, I guess you do know what thing to. I mean, shout out to Nighthawk, huh?
I can feel things. My Wolfpack brother right there. Sean Moore driving to drive in, kicks it to Pinesaw. Pinesaw gets the screen from Brewer, gets the switch onto Goldsberry. Pinesaw goes up, can't finish. Rebound by Shalizzi. Sawyer Stern in transition. Nobody in front of him. Goes up two-handed flush. We got a 1-point gain.
Uh-oh. If I'm Ohio State, I go right back to Sean Moore. He's been killing it, shooting 8 of 12. Get a good shot here. Calm down the team.
I've gone into stand-up mode here at the Hawks Nest. Sean Moore goes in. Foul. Oh, traveling. They're going to call traveling on Sean Moore.
Oh.
So Gonzaga's going to get the ball back. 1:41 left in the game. The Bulldogs have a chance to take the lead.
Nighthawk, that's such a tough call, dude.
That's a tough call. You got to have some balls if you're a ref to call that traveling there, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I'm not one of those guys. That's going to be a tough night for them when they leave here.
Shit. Anyway, timeout Gonzaga. We'll be right back.
I need a second, man. Whew.
Player of the game, going to be Paul McDonald. Had a number of offensive rebounds. Too early to call player of the game for me, but you know, 2K has a timer, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see it, man. It's gonna come down the stretch. Sawyer Stern gets the ball inbounded, working against Sean Moore. Stern driving in, now backs back out. They put Kickler in the game. I like the move. As Sawyer Stern working, gets it over to Clayton, three-pointer corner. Josh Clayton rattles it home.
Yep. I'm telling you, man, Clayton's been that X factor for this team so far, and he's built for these moments.
This is a heavyweight battle, as somebody called it in chat. Clayton hits the three there. Now Sean Moore working against Sawyer Stern. Stern trying to D up Moore. Tough matchup for Moore. There's Fauché now with the ball, guarded by Clayton. Looks like they're going to try to get Pinesaw. They get it to Pinesaw, guarded by Kickler. Going to get a screen from Brewer. Pinesaw gets into the lane. Jumper from the free throw line. Rattles out. No good. Brewer gets the rebound, goes up and finishes.
Oh, the rebounds. They're killing them. Oh.
Jacob Brewer gets the offensive board, puts it back. We got a tie game 80-80. Sawyer Stern now working up top against Sean Moore. He's going to kick to Kickler in the corner. Going to get a screen now from Goldsberry. Kickler tries to drive in. Passes it down to Shalizzi. Goes up. Can't finish. Rebound Chambers.
Oh, my God. I'm out of my seat right now. What's happening?
Pinesaw with the ball. Working against Kickler. Trying to drive in. Trying to work hard. Goes up. Pinesaw can't get it to go. Rebound Kickler. Gonzaga needs to slow down here. Maybe take a timeout. They're not. They're going to go in transition. Clayton three from the wing. Can't get it to go. Rebound Brewer. This game is nuts right now. It's Sean Moore now with the ball. It looks like Ohio State might hold for one. Ohio State.
Oh, my God.
Sean Moore working against Kickler. Got the ball in the wing. Now he's going to bring it back out. 9 on the shot clock. Gets tipped. Goes back court. And Gonzaga's going to take the ball with 11 seconds left in the game.
What is happening right now? Oh.
Timeout Gonzaga. Zach, let's get into the head of Ted Stern a little bit here. Jonathan Green's been ultimately your best player all game. Do you go to Green here, or do you go to your guy Sawyer Stern and let him make a play?
I'm gonna throw out a wild card, man. I would like to see Goldberry or Clayton. Maybe a drive by Sawyer Stern to one of those two guys. They have been huge this fourth quarter.
Maybe a little misdirection, use Stern as a decoy, run him off a couple screens, and then maybe slip Goldsberry to the rim.
Yeah, I'm not okay, Shane. I am not okay. This game is insane.
I'm not okay either.
I'm out of my seat, I hope you can hear me from Australia, Shane. We're not okay right now.
It's good that I'm only calling one game tonight because my voice is probably going to be gone after this. So
yeah, right, for sure.
Wires got the second game. Yeah, guys, don't forget. We got another game coming up here at 9:30 Eastern. 9:30 Eastern? Yeah, 9:30 Eastern between Michigan State and Duke. So. Don't remember to tune into that one. It should be just as exciting as this one. But Zach, here we go, man. This is for all the marbles. 11 seconds left. It's March Madness. This is what kids dream of.
All I want to see is a good shot. Take your time. It's better to go into OT after making a run than taking a bad shot and giving Ohio State a good run here.
This is what dreams are made of. The kids dream of this. It's Sawyer Stern coming across half court. 9 on the shot clock. Working against Sean Moore. It looks like they're going to try to run Kickler off his screen. Sawyer Stern's going to drive in. Sean Moore just playing great defense. Sawyer Stern's going to have to settle. Three-pointer almost went down. We're going to go to overtime here in Portland. They looked for Kickler off of that screen. Ohio State played it well, and Sawyer Stern didn't really have a second option. So we're going to overtime, guys. We'll be right back. Back to overtime here in the West Region in Portland. Willie in the chat says, don't forget to check out the game preview for the second game. Great job to our game preview crew over there. Our writers have been great all season. But we're here in overtime, Zach, in March Madness, man. What else can you dream of?
I mean, this is what it's all about. Gonzaga made a good run. Ohio State's had a phenomenal season. Oh.
Sawyer Stern misses the three there to start overtime, but I like the play to get him open.
Yeah, I like the play getting him going. I would like to see Jonathan Green out here. I love how Kickler's played, but Green has had a better night in my opinion.
Yeah, they might throw him in here. Green might be feeling a little fatigued here, but like I said, it doesn't really matter at this point as Brewer gets the ball in the post.
Mismatch.
Yeah, they're going to go back to what they were doing early. Jacob Brewer, 1 foot fall away. That's good. He is so good at that. We've seen that time and time again. That is the one of Jacob Brewer's patented shots there.
Yeah, I mean, Gonzaga's living and dying with the post moves. It's an interesting move for sure.
Kickler with the ball, kicks it over to Goldsberry. Going to be guarded here by Shalizzi. Goldsberry drives in, goes up with the left hand. Tough shot. Goldsberry finishes.
I'm telling you, man, Wire's going to hate me when I say it, but he's one of my favorite players on this Gonzaga team.
Moore with the ball now, guarded by by Sawyer Stern. Looks like he's going to try to go in, guarded by himself. Goldsberry with the steal, kicks it ahead to Dunscombe. Dunscombe's going to drive in, goes up with the right hand flush. Showtime. Gonzaga takes a 2-point lead.
Yeah, we've seen game in or quarter in, quarter out. Ohio State's not afraid to work from the being down, but they've got to do it quick here.
You can't ask for anything more right now. This is a game that we've all been hoping for. Hats off to both teams. Both coaches have coached phenomenally. Nice pass, Sawyer Stern down low. Shalizzi can't get it to go. Blows the layup. McDonald gets the rebound there. Shalizzi wants that one back. Ball down to Brewer. Left hand up. No good. Rebounded by Kickler. Gonzaga's defense picking up here in overtime is now Dunscombe with the ball. Dunscombe's going to bring it out here, and they're going to run a play. Dunscombe gets it to Goldsberry. Now to Stern. Stern top of the key. Thought he was going to shoot a three there. Now Dunscombe with the ball. 9 on the shot clock.
No Josh Clayton. I'm not
Josh
sure.
Clayton's checking in right now, so maybe Shalizzi goes down to Kickler. Kickler goes up with the left hand. Can't finish. Rebound Brewer. Someone needs a timeout here to get those starters back in as Sean Moore now with the ball. I mean, it favors Ohio State at the end of the day. Sean Moore drives in, can't get it to go. Rebound Shalizzi. I'd take a timeout here if I'm Gonzaga.
Yeah, recompose yourself. You're playing a little wild right now. You'll kind of take things out.
Sawyer Stern's going to get the ball in the paint. 3 guys around him. Backs it back out. Smart play by Stern.
Yeah.
Stern trying to drive in. Trying to make something happen. Can't get it. Now he's going to find Kickler. Kickler 4 on the shot clock. Kickler going to have to jack one up. 3-pointer. Rick Kickler up. No good. Rebounded. Chased down by McDonald. 1:20 left in overtime. Manny Brewer with the ball for Ohio State. Buckeyes trailing by 2. Manny Brewer drives in. Gets it to Brewer. Brewer gets fouled. Can't get the bucket to go. Foul goes on Shalizzi.
I would have went nuts if that was an and one, dude. And honestly, I was expecting it with how this game's gone so far.
CSBA bingo card. We got bingo cards out here, Wired? I want a bingo card.
Hell yeah, man. Let's do it.
Gonzaga, 2-point lead, man. Overtime. March Madness. First game of March Madness, too. What a first game for us. If the whole tournament goes like this, it'll be the greatest March Madness in the history of March Madnesses. So, but we knew these 4-3 matchups were going to be really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and again, it's the parity. I would not want to be in the shoes of Ted Stern or Jacoby right now.
We've both been in those shoes before.
Yeah, we've both been in it, but OT and March Madness, oh man.
So Jonathan Green and Clayton are going to check in for Gonzaga now. Pine Sauce is going to come back in for Ohio State. So starters back on the floor for both teams. Paul McDonald on the floor. Instead of Tate Chambers, it's the only non-starter in the game as Brewer knocks down both. Tie game again here, 1:14 left in overtime. Nobody really deserves to lose this game, Zach, but there's got to be a loser. But it's great game by both coaches. Nothing to hang your head about for either team.
Not at all, man. I mean, they've done great this season.
Oh, Jonathan Green steps out of bounds. That's a big play there. Just kind of lost where he was, maybe a little bit. But timeout on the floor for Ohio State. 1:05 left in overtime. That's a big turnover, though.
I think he was just excited for that open shot. I was ready for him to lock and load that bad boy.
1:04 left in the game. Tie game. 1:05 rather in overtime. Tie game. Sean Moore with the ball, guarded by Sawyer Stern. Stern has done a commendable job on defense against Sean Moore.
Yeah, the second half, he's held them maybe 3 or 4 buckets. Done really well.
Maybe. Sean Moore up top, trying to go ISO against Sawyer Stern. Sawyer Stern hasn't had it all game. He's not going to have it again. 8 seconds left. Kicks it over to Fauché. Clayton almost with the steal there. Fauché's going to get a screen from McDonald. Fauché's going to pull up. Jumper up. No good. Rebounded by Shalizzi. Gonzaga's done a much better job rebounding here in the fourth quarter and overtime.
Yeah, Clayton's been all over the place. He's been setting the tone for this defense. He's got his hands on 4 or 5 balls.
Jonathan Green jumper, no good. Rebound McDonald. So here we go again. 27 seconds left in overtime. Pinesaw with the ball, kicks it to Brewer. Brewer out to Sean Moore. Sean Moore working that ISO again against Sawyer Stern. Maybe got a step there on Stern, maybe not. Stern does a good job. Sean Moore working really hard. Jumper up and no good. Rebounded by Goldsberry. Timeout Gonzaga. 10 seconds left in the game in overtime. We'll be right back. There we go. You draw up that same play if you're Gonzaga. I don't know. I mean, 2K has a very limited bank, but we'll see what happens here as they go to Jonathan Green. Corner jumper up and go. Jonathan Green. 5 seconds left.
That's what I wanted, man. Great shot. Timeout for Ohio State. Still more than enough time to get a shot here, Night Hawk.
5 seconds left in overtime. Jonathan Green with a huge shot for Gonzaga to try to put him into the second round against Kentucky. Gonzaga leading by 2. Who do you go to here for Ohio State?
I mean, Sean Moore's been that guy, but he's been locked up this quarter. Maybe Fauché. I mean, it's got to be Fauché or Sean Moore.
Do you go for the win here?
I'm not one of those gamblers. I go for the OT, but, that's me.
McDonald trying to inbound it, trying to find somebody. Gets it over to Sean Moore. Sean Moore, 3 seconds left. Sawyer Stern guarding him. That's the guy you want. Sean Moore, jumper up. Foul by Sawyer Stern. I have never seen that in my life.
No.
I've never seen that in all the 2K games that I've ever called. I've never seen them call that, but the pump fake got Sawyer Stern's hands down. It was a clear foul. You saw that. It was a clear foul. Sawyer Stern's hands got down a little bit. Sean Moore went up into his hands and got the call. So 2 huge free throws here. I'm going to say it again. I have never, ever seen that in my life calling games.
Yeah, and I mean, just in general, I've played 2K for like 10 years now. That's insane, dude. But he's got hit both.
The arena is silent right now. Sean Moore free throw up and good. 0.6 seconds left in overtime. Biggest shot of Sean Moore's career right now.
I mean, he's showing he's built for it. I'd expect him to make it here.
Sawyer's beating himself up in chat. Saying I'm such an idiot. Sean Moore, free throw. How many viewers we got, man? We don't have 100 viewers for this game. This is incredible. This is amazing.
50-something.
Sean Moore, free throw, good. Timeout Gonzaga, 0.6 seconds left. Just enough time to catch and shoot. Oh, my gosh. You got to go to Stern now. Stern's the guy that's going to make those contested shots. So we'll see. We'll see. Are you feeling it right now?
I think this goes another OT. Just for our viewing pleasure, I guess you could say.
Shalizzy's going to inbound. We got a weird camera angle. Gets it to Stern. Can't get it up. And sorry for that camera angle. Thanks, 2K. End of overtime number 1. We're going to go to overtime number 2 now. West Region. Obviously, game 2 will be delayed for a few minutes
Yes, it will.
because of this, but Wired will start that when he can set up and start the game. But yeah, we're going to go to second overtime. We'll be right back. I gotta change my pants real quick. Be right back. Start of the second overtime, 86-86. This has been, I think this might surpass for the greatest game of all time in the CSBA.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't here season 1, but we've seen the Oklahoma State game. We've seen
The Oklahoma State Kentucky game was fantastic. This game might be up to par with them as Fauché gets the steal
I'd agree.
to open the second overtime. Sean Moore with the ball. Both teams are gassed though, Zach. It's tough out there. Sean Moore layup, no good. You're going to see a lot of misses here in overtime because of how gassed these teams are.
Yeah, I mean, these guys have played most of this entire overtime.
Sawyer Stern can't get that one to go. Ball to Pinesaw. You know, maybe the first team to make a shot might win the second overtime as the fatigue is really setting in for both teams.
I think fatigue plays into it and just good defense as well.
Paul McDonald with the ball working against Shalizzy. Now step back three, Fauché up and good. Nice shot for Fauché.
Hey, that's a name we haven't heard a whole lot, and he showed up. And who's going to be that guy for Gonzaga?
Clowers, don't worry if you missed this game. That will be on replay on Twitch. So Sawyer Stern jumper up and good. Foot was on the line. Going to call that a 2, but big shot there by Sawyer Stern. We're seeing Ohio State come down a little bit, 52%. Gonzaga up to 46%. Zach.
Yeah, I mean they were shooting 61% at half. You and I were both in agreement. Well, it's a phenomenal number. It's just not something realistic, and we've seen not only their numbers go down, but Gonzaga went up from I think 40 to 46.
41, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So 1-point game here, West Region opener, March Madness opener, game 1 of March Madness here in Portland.
A 4-3.
4-3 matchup here in double overtime between Ohio State and Gonzaga. Ball inbounded to Pinesaw. I don't know what's going to happen, man. This game is wild. Sean Moore with the ball up top, working against Sawyer Stern. Now over to Pinesaw, guarded by Jonathan Green. Looks like they're going to try to get Brewer. Brewer's going to set a screen for Pinesaw. Pinesaw gets the switch on to Goldsberry. Step back jumper, Pinesaw off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Goldsberry. Kicks ahead to Clayton. Clayton's a guy that can make something happen as he's got the ball on the wing. He can hit tough shots for sure. As Clayton now working against Sean Moore. Gets tipped, stolen by Brewer. Just over dribbled there by Clayton, not his style. As Pinesaw now with the ball, trying to drive in. Gets it down to McDonald. McDonald fouled and won. Big shot there by Paul McDonald.
That hurts. It's a tough one. I like the aggressiveness. But I mean, you got to be careful with that if you're Jonathan Green.
If you're Green, you just got to let him make that shot and live to fight another day. Or if you can get a clean play on the ball, you got it. My college coach used to say, saw his arms off. So you either got to do that or you just got to give up the 2 and live to play another day, and not because every point's going to matter here in double overtime.
Yeah, if he makes this, it's a 2-possession game. You never want that, especially in OT, and then now it's double OT. It's even more amplified.
Yeah, I don't know how the crowd isn't more into this game, even if it is 2K. They got to know it's double overtime as McDonald hits the shot there, puts Ohio State up 4. Sawyer Stern now bringing it across half court for the Bulldogs, working against Sean Moore. Stern's going to get a screen here, double screen. Stern, three-pointer, top of the key. You can't get that one to go. Rebound McDonald. Like I said, both teams are gassed, man. The shots are going to be a premium here, so maybe this doesn't favor Gonzaga's three-point style at this point in the game. It definitely favors Ohio State's attacking style, though.
Agreed. I mean, Gonzaga's played great defense so far, and they just got to turn it around.
Sawyer Stern missed another one there. Fauché with the ball up top. Not the best shooting game for Sawyer Stern, but like I said, he hit that big shot at the end of regulation. I think he's going to hit another. As Paul McDonald with another big rebound blocked by Shalizzy. Jonathan Green pushing up Josh Clayton. Clayton trying to drive in. Now goes into a post-up, and that's going to bring it back out. Gets it over to Goldsberry, now to Stern. Stern three-pointer from the wing. Up and good. Sawyer Stern hits the 3.
Stern just will not give up. You see him yell at himself, and he's all pissed off from the foul, but, man, he's playing great.
He is playing great. If you're hitting half your shots, you're a really good player. Sean Moore, jumper up, no good. Rebounded by Shalizzi. Gonzaga could take the lead again. Clayton driving, kicks it to Sawyer Stern. Corner three, Stern, good again!
Oh my gosh. I don't know what to say, Nighthawk. I'm blown away, man.
Sean Moore with the ball. Kicks it down to Jacob Brewer. Back out to Moore, guarded by Sawyer Stern. Moore's going to bring it back out. We've seen this ISO quite a bit. Hasn't worked in Moore's favor. Sawyer Stern's done a great job, as he's doing another good job on defense here. Sean Moore gets a step, gets into the paint, goes up, fouled. Can't get it to go. But Moore will go to the line for two. Gotta love the aggressiveness by Sean Moore to play his style of basketball.
Yeah, I mean, Gonzaga's shown throughout the game they're going to live and die by the one-on-one defense. In this second half and these two OTs, it's worked. But, I mean, it's a dangerous game.
We've never had a 3 overtime. Have we had a 2 overtime? Anybody? I don't know if we have. 3 overtime we definitely never had. So we'll see. Sean Moore's got 2 big free throws here. You can tell how tired these guys are. Hands on their knees. It's tough right now. So, but you know, this is what you live for if you're a college basketball player. So Sean Moore hits a big free throw there. 1-point game now, Ohio State. Oh God, you gotta love this, Zach. This is
Yeah, I mean, I don't love this if I'm either coach, but as a fan and commentator, this is absolutely spectacular. And this is what the CSBA is all about, man.
Sean Moore with the ball at the free throw line. Chance to tie the game. Free throw up and clutch. Ice in his veins. Sean Moore's been great all night. Timeout Gonzaga. 46 seconds left here in double overtime. Sean Moore, how good's he been, Zach?
I mean, he's shown time and time again. He's been aggressive. He got Stern to jump for the foul on that clutch shot, and he hit both free throws rather, and then he's been aggressive the entire game. You
gotta love the fight by both teams. It's been phenomenal. Shalizzi's going to inbound the ball to Green. Green's working against Brewer. Gets it down to Goldsberry. Goldsberry goes up. Can't finish. Gets his own board. Goes up again. Fouled and one. Terrence Goldsberry. Big play for Gonzaga.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness. Stern's exhausted, man. I like that they went through Jonathan Green there.
What? Everybody is exhausted. I'm exhausted. You're exhausted. I'm not even playing the game, man. All I'm doing here is sitting in an office.
Yeah, well, I mean, this has got to be game of the year in my opinion. I mean, there's so many clips and high-flying plays and great defense. This game's featured everything that's great about college basketball.
This is I thought I removed Nightbot. Stupid Nightbot. Anyway, you could all caps if you want. Terrence Goldsberry with the ball at the line, trying to convert the three-point play. Big shot by a guy that we just talked about needing to step up for Gonzaga. Free throw up and good.
Big shot.
Ohio State one timeout. They're going to save it here. Who do you go to?
You got to go Sean Moore.
Got to.
Been their guy.
Yeah, you got to. Or you go Fauché off the 3, but you don't need a 3 yet. So Pinesaw drives in, kicks it over to Brewer. Brewer goes up, blocked by Goldsberry, gets it back. Brewer two-handed flush. Gets the flush to go. Nice dunk there.
Ohio State just won't give up, Nighthawk. I love it,
Neither team will. Neither team has given up. Backdoor cut to Goldsberry. Goldsberry goes up with a reverse layup. Can't get it to go. Rebound Brewer. Pushes ahead to Fauché. Fauché crosses the half court, gets it to Sean Moore. Jumper up and good, Sean Moore.
Oh my gosh. He missed it and then 16.9. Gonzaga has another chance here. If I'm Ohio State, hands down, make them beat you, I guess. I mean,
someone reclip the 61 viewers, please. Wired, clip the 61 viewers. We'll run the giveaway with that. Thanks to everybody tuning in. 61 viewers. Wow. You guys are being treated to an incredible game right now. Fatigue will do that, though. Fatigue will miss some shots, and that's what we saw there. We'll see what happens here. Sawyer Stern with the ball, working against Sean Moore. Stern at the top of the key, trying to get something to go. 10 seconds left. I just want a good shot here.
Yep.
Looks like they're going to try to get Jonathan Green off the screen. Sawyer Stern driving in. Sawyer Stern pump fakes, three-pointer up. Good! Sawyer Stern!
Oh, he's built for it. Ohio State still has a timeout, but what a shot!
With the LeBron celebration, Sawyer Stern hits the 3, gets Gonzaga to 100. Oh my gosh, 2-point game, 1.7 seconds left. Who do you go to here, man?
I don't know if Sean Moore has enough in him to get off a quick shot. He needs some time to generate a shot. I would say Fauché or Pinesaw.
We'll see what they draw up here. 1.7 seconds left, double overtime. Sawyer Stern just hit that big three-pointer to put Gonzaga up 2. Tay Chambers going to inbound it. You got to take away the hoop here. Force the tough contested three going away from the basket. If you're Ohio State, they inbound it to Brewer. Brewer jumper up, no good. Gonzaga survives. Is going to head to the Sweet 16.
Nighthawk, this is what it's all about, man. I mean, this could have gone to 3 OT if they made that. It was a great shot, great play design. But can we talk about the redemption story of Sawyer Stern? He fouls him to go into OT, and then he hits this shot, man. I mean, oh.
Let's talk about it, man. I mean, let's have a little post game here. Man, balls of steel, man. Sawyer Stern, didn't have the best game shooting, but in the overtime sessions, how big was Sawyer Stern?
I mean, he was that guy. I mean, not only did he see a great shot from him, he was locking up. Sean Moore had his game. He did his thing, but he held Sean Moore to a decent percentage from the second half on.
Yeah, we'll take a look at some stats here. This game definitely deserves that. Sean Moore, 25 points. Jacob Brewer, 12 and 7. That last shot by Brewer was in his range. That's not a bad shot from him. So it was a good look for Ohio State. They got a switch on his Stern. It was a guy that Brewer could shoot over, and I'm not mad at the look. So just didn't go down there. Paul McDonald, 11 and 17. Big game from him. Pinestad didn't have his best game, and he went 3 for 13, and it kind of hurt them. But gosh, aside from March Madness, I can't wait till season 3 either, man. These teams are getting so good. So Sean Moore, definitely a guy that we're going to be watching for the next 3 years at Ohio State.
Can we see the Zaga stats real quick?
30 points for Sawyer Stern on 11 of 22 shooting, 6 from 15 from 3. So, he shot the ball the way he's been shooting it all year, about 40% from 3. And, in overtime, he had about 3 or 4 of those. So, Sawyer Stern came alive in overtime, dropped 30 to push Gonzaga into the Sweet 16. Jonathan Green, 27. Big performances by some of these guys. Kitchler, 16 points. Dunscombe with 10.
64. Let's go, baby. Shout out to all the viewers here, man.
Yeah.
Well deserved. I mean, this is what the CSBA is all about. Preseason tourneys, we put on a show. Then, we get the out of conference. Then we get the conference games. Then we get the conference tourney. Then we get March Madness. It just gets better each time. You show out, guys.
Oh, we got another game coming up right now. Wired has just gone live. So head over to his channels. I'll rate him on this channel. But head over to his channel and watch Michigan State and Duke, which should be another great 4-3 matchup. Guys, for assured fame, I'm Nighthawk. I need to go take a rest. So we'll be back tomorrow with more games, but get those viewers over to Wired's channel right now. Yep. I will raid you, Wired. I think
Wired 71, get in there, guys.
I think I can do it from here. Wired 71. Did I not do that? There you go.
Rating here. Let's go, guys.
So get those viewers over there, and we'll see you guys later.
Great shot there, Shane. Very, very good move there.
I'll go back to Green for you, OFT. Jonathan Green, 27. I'll keep these screens on while I'm getting some screenshots, and you guys...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no raid for Wired? Wait, what?
Oh, I saw it.
I thought we were raiding. Yeah, we're raiding. Oh, I just have to click raid now. We're raiding. We're in.
Boom.
Everybody go watch them. I'm going to turn my desktop audio off.